how I plant my chayote. It's the first official use of the greenhouse. I will be planting a store-bought chayote. When you get them in the store, one thing, if you're going to eat them, get the shiniest ones you can. As they start to turn dull, they're no longer fresh. They're still good enough. And another thing, even if you're growing them, make sure your fingernail pierces easily. When you grow your own, you're going to end up with a lot of them with really tough skin, and they're going to have to be peeled. I don't know if there's actually a top or a bottom. Well, we know that's where it grew on the plant, but this end is where the roots and the vine comes out of. And you don't plant it this way. You don't bury it deep. You plant it on its side. And after a few days, it will start putting up a sprout. In fact, it doesn't even have to be in a pot to sprout. If you just let a bunch of them sit on the counter, they'll sprout for you there. You'll just see the sprout come up on one end, and a whole bunch of roots will start coming down at the other end. You can either start them in a pot, like I'm going to do, and then transplant them later, or you can stick them straight in the ground. But they are a gourd, but technically they are a gourd from South America and other warm places. So if you get snow and really cold weather, I suggest starting it in the greenhouse. They do grow for 3 years. The first year, you'll get a few fruit. I didn't get any last year. I didn't get any this year. The second year, it grows like crazy, and you get tons and tons of fruit. Well, I used to in the past. And then the third year, it declines immensely. So on the second year, which mine is, you plant another one. I should have done this in the spring, but fall's just as good in California since it never gets cold here, or even cool anymore. So this is how you plant a chayote. First thing in the greenhouse is chayote planting. And for some reason, I am not getting any chayote. Oh, look at the bees. It was doing really well. Then we had that really hot spell again, which killed back the leaves. But I do not see any blossoms anywhere. I did have some early in the spring, but they disappeared. I think that the birds are eating them because there's nothing else for them to eat with all this heat. After the chayote sprouts, I will plant it in the bottomless tub with the rest of the chayote. Oh, ooh, what you smoking? Are you gonna share? Huh? Are you the kind that shares? Or are you gonna keep it all to yourself? Well, the homeless are back.